Another week and we're here at Rosehill Trials. Everything's all sorted to go. We've got Robusto trialling very soon. I know Star was great this morning, really excited about him coming back, and I've got Luke Hilton here somewhere. Hold on, Luke. Luke. Oh, there he is. There he is.
Winter is coming, Bjorn.
It's a beautiful day here. What have you got for us?
No, it's another good week. Good winner during the week, Dame Commander. She was very good, Bjorn. One that's close to your heart.
Yeah, well, my father's a part owner, Murray. Is he giving you some advice?
Plenty of advice about her. Maybe that's why she's going well now. So now she was a dominant winner and may head to Queensland now.
Excuse me? Is that Rachel King? I can't see over the bins. Rach, come here.
Run, Rach.
Rachel, highlight of the week, Dame Commander. What did you make of her?
Yes, she was very good. Very good. Nice confidence-giving win. Very excited for where she can go next.
Yeah, and we may go to the Doomben Roses, which is 2,000 metres. That's 2 weeks from tomorrow. What do you think up to the 2,000?
Yeah, I think she's definitely crying out for that 2,000 now. She's staying ability is definitely there, and yeah, keen to see how far she can go.
And Miss Kim Carr ran well on Wednesday as well.
She did. She can just draw a gate. She'll be winning again soon, but she hasn't had a lot of luck in the gate department at the moment.
Yeah, I thought she was very good, and she possibly will go to Randwick 2 weeks. Now, one horse we want to just quickly touch on is one of our favourites. He's a winner. He's won 10 of 25, and he's trialled brilliantly today. I Know a Star.
Yes, he's come back in super order. He's definitely been one of my favourites for sure, and he's Mr. Consistent, and I think he's in for another really good preparation.
Yeah, so we're going to have a think about it. We've got the option of Scone or even going to the Kingsford Smith, and I'm half keen to take on the Kingsford Smith first up. I think that's the end of May in Queensland, the Group 1, definitely throwing him in the deep end and then off to the Stradbroke after that. But he's going super. His trial was great. I think he's moving as good as ever, Rachel.
He is, yeah, definitely. Like I said, I think each preparation he's kept coming back better and better, and I think he's done the same again this time in.
Yeah, so all good, all exciting. What are you riding tomorrow?
What am I riding tomorrow?
Winning Proposal. What do you make of her?
Yes, first start for the stable, so try up for sure, and yeah, it'd be good to see her out there.
Yeah, and we've got Robusto just walking past, nice and relaxed. Now, a horse I like tomorrow is also She's an A-lister, back to Rachel.
Yeah, she's another one that she's very consistent. She always runs well, and her work on Tuesday was super. She's definitely ready to go again.
Yeah, and she doesn't mind a wet track, so I think she is a definite hope. And what else has been happening? Of course, it was a long day at Rocky last week. I didn't get home till about 11, knocked the stuffing out of me. We've got the Toast of the Coast lunch today up in Gosford, so looking forward to that. And Gosford races tomorrow, Luke. What else have we got to report during the week? I thought Allegron was great last week, first up. He's back on a Brisbane Cup path. Hollywood Hero 2 was also pretty good. And we've got a few horses sort of hottening up. Marinera just won her trial. She was very good as well, Luke.
Yeah, I think Cavala's trialled well late last week, or Monday, sorry, they got transferred to. So he's going to head to Scone. He's going really well.
Yeah, so he's going to be a good chance. He'll get into the Hortensia with no weight, of course, Scone Cup next week, and then pretty much moving on to Brisbane now.
Yeah, we'll get
there he is.
Been missed
Labias, it's your time to shine, mate.
Well, mate, someone's got to be doing something here. I see you standing around, you're dressed up like you're going somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You're going to that luncheon that me and Luke were going to go to, but we've had to come to the trials with the 15 horses to do while you can. Anyway, apart from that, Raikkonen, put in, take out.
Is that the bet of the day?
Bet of the day. Last race, Baker, everything falls into place for him.
Chad Schofield, how do you see it, Luke?
Yeah, look, his trials have been good. He did a tremendous job last campaign with a bit of a blemish on his record from Queensland, but his trials have been good. He's in good order. He's drawn a nice gate. Chad knows him well. He's won 2 on him, so he'll roll forward, put himself there.
He's a bit more forward than he's been.
Yeah, I think so. And he had a good hit out his last trial, so hopefully there's better things in store for him after Saturday.
Now we've got a question. Look, it's a little bit of a diplomatic question here. Somebody is asking, why are there no female jockeys in the new Jockey Challenge announced? Rachel, what's your take on this?
Well, all those jockeys that are announced, every time I've ridden against them in a Jockey Challenge around the world, I've beaten them. So maybe, I don't know, maybe that's the case. They're trying to eliminate some of the competition. That's what I'm telling myself anyway. That's
right, yeah, and that's a very interesting one. Luke and Lobby, we've got a very important question from Mug Punter, the one and only. Which horse do you think will be overachieving in the winter? I know which I think this bloke could be. I know a star.
Yeah, definitely one. I'm going to say maybe a horse like Miss Kimcar. I don't think she's out of stakes grade.
I'll go Point and Shoot.
Well, he's not running in the winter, mate. He's not even on work yet. He's about to come into work.
Did he say spring?
He said winter.
Oh, sorry, winter, righto. Well, you stuffed the other one, Arriving Home. I would have said her. I'll tell you what, Dame Commander for the Oaks.
Yeah, there you go. I hope he's right. Now, another question we've got here. I own a Merc. He did pull up well after Rockhampton. It just didn't quite work up. Long trip up. He played up in the gates before the race, and he just didn't seem his normal self. So, fortunately, it didn't work out. He'll go for a good break. We might bring him back for a race at the Everest Consolation, the Sydney Stakes. He's done a great job. I still think the best is yet to come. How do you decide on buying out of a first season sire? From Paul. Yeah, it's always tough. You never quite know. You've got to like the horse first and foremost. Of course, one of the better first season sire horses we ever bought is Ole, and I could well be up at Ridgemont next week. We'll have a look at Ole, Steffi Magnetica and Arapaho, a few of the three of the stable stars, which will not have too much longer out before they go back into pre-training. And someone asking about Ellipsis. She has entered for Kim Lagrange. We may not run there tomorrow. There's a stakes race at Scone, Eden, as you mentioned, but it's a big ask. I think I touched on that yesterday. I'd rather maybe go through the grades slowly and surely. If she's good enough, she will get the stakes class. There's plenty of opportunities, and patience is still very much underrated in this industry, in my opinion. If you want to put a question in, please put it in the question box, because I'm just not going to pick it up. They come through too quickly, folks. We'll get straight to the races. Luke, Kim Lagrange, Ellipsis, probably unlikely to run, especially on a soft 7 track, so we'll just be patient. Metallic Ruler.
He did things upside down last start, so he's got to do things right. We have tinkered with his gear a little bit. If he does things right, he's good enough to win a race like that on his day, but he needs to do it right the first part of the race. Line of Fire, he's back in distance, back in grade. He was okay last start. His first 2 runs were really good. If he gets back to that form, he's not out of it either.
And we've got Mudgee on Sunday. I think Metallic Ruler can do 1 or 2 things wrong. Line of Fire really has got to produce. If it does get wet or in that soft range, he may. His wet track form's a little patchy. Victor should be hard to beat Sunday, Mudgee, Luke.
Yeah, he's back in grade. Set weight suits him. Ash Morgan rides, who he's fit. He'll be able to roll forward, and hopefully he can get a well-deserved win and then have a break. I think he's still a preparation away, but there's something there for sure. And then our 2-year-olds, Tigletta and Avar in Paris.
Not too much between them for mine. Might come down to who gets the best run, but I think it's a good race for both of them. They should be right there.
Yep.
And they're both rock hard fit, had a run second up, so spot on. 3 more questions. Best worker today on this big trial day? Well, we haven't done a lot. One horse that did work this morning was Namaste. Is that Tim Clark? He just came and knocked me from behind. Bully, he's a bully. He's a bully. Fancy dress. Hey, have a look at your hat, mate. You're wearing purple.
Nice fancy dress.
Right.
Let's get into Gosford.
Gosford, okay.
Race 2, Tiberius and Cold Gin.
Yeah, Cold Gin probably unlikely to run, just from a bit of an awkward gate. So we will look at a couple of other options. So we'll just weigh that up. But Tiberius is good. He trialled on Monday. He's rock hard fit and well.
Yeah, great first start in the race. He was able to win on debut against older horses, back to 2-year-old grade, up to 1200, all positives. Soft track's not going to worry him. His work's been good. Still doing a few things wrong, but he's a quality horse.
Yeah, definitely a step up. He is doing a few things wrong, so I don't think he's a finished horse yet. So he will improve, but let's give him his opportunity tomorrow. If he did compete well, there's possibly some races in Brisbane for him. Next race, Luke.
Yankee 1.
She's been a revelation. I thought she was a big chance last time. She doesn't mind a wet track. I think the mile will suit. Gate 1, Anna Roper on, takes 2 kilos off.
If Gate suits, gets a lovely run in the map, gets him well at the weights, doesn't mind a soft track. Miles obviously a question mark first time, but couldn't be going any better than what she is.
Yeah, and rock hard fit. Saying that it's a competitive race, there's a couple of really promising horses here. She was also entered in the Coast, but she was way sort of out of the weights. It wasn't necessarily the best placement of her, but great chance tomorrow. Luke?
Yeah, winning proposal. First start for the team. Her trials have been good. Straight into Saturday grade. She has run in some quality races in the past, but her trials have been great. We've been happy with her at home. Still learning a bit more about her, but she's a nice filly.
Yeah, and she can get through a wet track. It's a $200,000 race. It's 1,000 metres, so we've got to get her underway. Learning a little bit. It's hard to be confident when you don't know the horses maybe as well as we will end up knowing her, but she's definitely got ability.
And then we move to She's an A-lister in the Takeover Target.
Yeah, I think she's a good chance. I touched on her with Rachel. A wide gate, she's going to get back anyway, and I think especially at the moment, I think Gosford is definitely going to be rain affected, and out wide might not be the worst part of the track to be late in the day.
Yeah, she's been going super this preparation without a heap of luck, and she trialled really well on Monday. She's fit, she's freshened up well, and just a sticky gate, but hopefully she'll be running on.
And the lucky last race, Ryken and Lobby's already touched on him. He's a quality horse. Just mindful, I thought last preparation he probably needed to run first up, and then he was very good second up, and third up he was dynamic. So on a demanding track, he's going to be vulnerable, but we do think he's a stakes class horse, and if so, he should be very hard to beat.
Yeah, his trials have been good, he's going great. He's obviously straight into Saturday grade, but yeah, we think he's going to go to better things, so hopefully he quits himself well tomorrow. Soft track's a little bit of a negative with him potentially.
Right, any more questions?
Touch on him.
Oh, and Thunderlips in the Coast, very unlikely to run. Once again, we put him in just hoping that he'd get in okay at the weights, but we might save him for a Saturday race in a couple of weeks. He doesn't mind a wet track. If they did happen to get rain overnight and they got very wet, we may consider it. Sapphire Rose is looking good, Tom. Any questions, please put them in the... Leighton, well, Stallone just trialled this morning, so let's just see how he comes through and we'll have a look at the calendar.
Wouldn't Bassett as a sire?
Hey Mick, yeah, it can be a little tough, Instagram Live, but we've got a good following and I appreciate that following, and thanks so much for listening in. Wooden Bassett, he's doing an amazing job, and he's got an amazing fee. 385,000, 350 plus GST. Lucky enough to buy one at the Easter sales, and she looks pretty good value now with that fee going up. So no doubt he's doing a great job, but anyone can see that tomorrow. Brad, Colgin, unlikely to run. Anything else to report, Luke?
I think that's it. We've got a pretty busy next couple of days with Kemmler, Gosford and Mudgee, and hopefully there's a winner or two.
And where's Robusto at the moment?
He's just trialled.
How did he go?
Well.
He went well. We'll have a look. We'll go out and see what's happening before we finish off. Tom, no races yet for Sapphire Rose. We'll get through another trial and go from there. Trial today and go from there. One step at a time. Otherwise we do a lot of work for little reward. And there she is, about the trial. We'll come out here. What was the verdict, Lauren?
Lawrence.
Eh?
I'm trying to get away from you. A lovely trial from Robusto.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So this is where it all happens.
Do you not own an iron?
Or a hairbrush.
Yeah.
It was so polite. Anyway, that's a wrap from Rose Hill Trials. Take care, folks. Good luck over the weekend, and we will catch up soon.